So I gave this question to my pre-calculus students before as a challenging question. The goal is to see if you can find a mistake in this solution. Let's have a look. We are trying to solve x to the log base 10 of x is equal to 100x. Step 1, we take log base 10 on both sides. Step 2, we bring this to the front. In the meantime, because this is 100 times x in the log, we can separate them and it's just going to be an addition. Step 3, this times this is just log base 10 of x to the second power. And in the meantime, we see that this is just equal to 2. And then we see that we bring the 2 to the front. Okay. Then we are going to subtract log base 10 of x from both sides. That's how we end up with just a 1 right here. And finally, to solve this equation, x is equal to 100. So what do you think? Well, please pause the video. Try it first. Think about what went wrong. In fact, to your surprise, this right here is actually half of the answer, but it's so incorrect, so let's not talk about that. Done? Okay, here we go. This right here is wrong. From step 3 to step 4, this is incorrect. Because you cannot just bring the 2 to the front right here. This is not correct. No, don't do that. And you might be wondering, how come the first step right here, when we put this to the front, that's actually okay, but not here? The key is depending on if you're talking about the input or not. Here, x to this power is the input of this logarithm. So you can bring this exponent to the front, and then you get this times this. That's totally okay. However, the input right here is just x. The power is on the outside. So you cannot put the 2 to the front anymore. So don't do that. From here to here is incorrect. So how exactly do we solve this though? Well, I'm going to pick up the solution from here for you guys. So this is the correction. We have log base 10 of x squared. And I'm just going to move these two terms to the other side because in fact, if you look at this to the second power and this is actually a quadratic equation in terms of log base 10 of x. So I have this on the left hand side and then minus log base 10 of x and then minus 2. And that is equal to 0. Quadratic equation in terms of log base 10 of x. We can factor it. Log base 10 of x times log base 10 of x. Think about two numbers, they multiply to -2. Together they add up to -1. The correct combination is -2 and +1. Now, this right here tells us log base 10 of x minus 2 is equal to 0. Solve this real quick. Log base 10 of x is equal to 2. And then we see that x is equal to 10 to the second power. So x is equal to 100. Right here, log base 10 of x plus 1 is equal to 0. Subtract 1 from both sides. Log base 10 of x is equal to -1. And then do the same thing. X is equal to 10 to the negative first power, which is 1 over 10. So in fact, these are the solutions. And if you did this, in fact, you somehow get the 100 as well. But it's just by coincidence because this step is very, very incorrect. So let's just go ahead and cross this out from here. All right? So that's it.